Hi guys, welcome back. Today we got another confession, and the confession reads like this. Hi Rachel, please post for me and keep me anonymous. I don't know who to talk to. I don't sleep, I barely eat. I just stare at the ceiling all night and ask myself, how did I get here? This is not just guilt. This is fear, regret, shame, and the feeling that my life is slowly unraveling, while the one person who could destroy everything I've built walks around my house every day, humming and smiling like a snake in a dress. I am a Namibian man, mid-30s. I live in Windhoek. I've been married for 7 years to a woman I've hurt in a way she might never forgive if she ever finds out what I did. We don't have kids yet. My wife believes it's God's timing. I have only one testicle. I lost the other one during a bike accident when I was a teenager, but the doctors confirmed my potency was unaffected. It was a relief for me because even though I lost a part of myself, my darkness could still produce life. So, besides my wife and my mother, forget the few girls I dated in the past who lived in a different state since we moved. No other woman knew until I slept with the maid, and I have two long deep scars on my left thigh from the same accident which she saw. Let me take you back. We hired Martha 2 years ago. She was a referral from my cousin who said she was hardworking and quiet. At first she was polite, respectful, always dressed modestly. She would say morning sir without even looking at my face. I don't know when it changed. Maybe it was that day she bent to clean the glass table and her skirt rose a little too high. Maybe it was the way her blouse clung to her chest when she was mopping. Maybe it was the loneliness. I don't know. My wife was always at work or traveling for business. I work from home most days, and Martha was always there. It started with looks, then jokes, then the brushing of arms. One day I came home early from a meeting and she was in the kitchen in just her wrapper, no bra. Her chest was bouncing with every step, and I swear something just snapped inside me. We didn't even talk. It just happened right there on the kitchen counter. Afterward, we acted like nothing happened, but it happened again and again. It became a routine. My wife would leave for work, and 10 minutes later, Martha would show up in the living room in something short and tight, acting like she didn't know what she was doing, but she knew. I cannot lie to myself anymore. I thought I was in control, but I wasn't. This went on for months. She became bolder. She started playing music loudly while we were in the act, started texting me at night, I miss you, boss. Wish I was in your bed and not madam. I started to panic. I told her we had to stop. She laughed in my face. I told her I would fire her. That was my biggest mistake. She dropped the mop, walked right up to me, and said, fire me, really? She listed out all the things she could expose. She told me if I still wanted to fire her, I could do so, but she swore on her mother's grave that she would not leave without destroying my marriage, yet she knows how much I love my wife. My blood went cold. That's not all. She had videos. This girl recorded us. She showed me a short clip on her phone. Me in the living room, pants down, moaning like an idiot while she straddled me. I tried to grab the phone from her, even tried to take it from her forcefully, but I failed. She told me if I sent her away, she was going to show the world what a man of dignity I was. She was going to post our videos all over social media, and she doesn't care what follows because she has nothing to lose. I thought about my wife, my in-laws. Not only was I going to lose my wife, but my brother-in-law was going to make my life miserable, and the man is in the military. I begged her, I cried, I even offered to pay her to delete it. She just laughed and walked away. I thought it couldn't get worse. I was wrong. Last week, she came into the living room and told me she has tested positive for HIV. I blacked out for a moment. I literally saw darkness. Then I asked her if she was really sure about the results. The answer she gave me, if I had a gun in my house, I would have shot her dead and serving in prison today. She told me this is the reason why men should use protection if they sleep with any woman who is not their wife. Then she went ahead to tell me that I should start taking treatment if I cared about my life. This is when I realized she had known all along that she had it and she had infected me intentionally. I asked her why she let me sleep with her without protection, but she told me it was my responsibility to make sure I used protection, and it was my fault that I did not think about my wife while I was cheating on her with the person she entrusted the house to. When I asked her if she doesn't ever think of protecting herself, she snapped and told me not to bother her with more questions. I started shaking. Furious, I grabbed her by her neck and slammed her on the table while choking her. But she quickly kicked my ball, my one and only ball. I let out a rasping groan. I felt a sharp, intense pain that went all the way up to my stomach, making me want to vomit. Like a hot knife stabbed me. I stayed on the floor moaning. The pain didn't come from only my ball, but my pelvis. She yelled and told me to stop acting like the victim, and told me that whatever happens in life is karma, and maybe it's also time my wife gets karma for thinking she married a saint. That was the first time I felt the urge to kill someone. After this day, we stopped talking. I wouldn't eat her food, and whenever I look at her, I have to grip the arm of my chair tightly to stop myself from attacking her. She walks around my house, head held high, like she owns me, and the sad truth is maybe she does. I'm too afraid to go for a test. I don't know how long she's had it. I don't even know what my status is now. I'm scared to even walk into a clinic. I keep imagining a doctor telling me it's too late, that I'm positive, that I have to tell my wife. What will I say? How do I explain this? My brother-in-law, who has connections all over the country, he would definitely have me killed and get away with it. This I know. I've been avoiding sex with my wife. I pretend I'm tired. I fake headaches. She's starting to suspect something. She asked me last night if I was cheating. I swore I wasn't. She looked into my eyes for a long time, then said, "You are not a good liar." I'm losing my mind. I think she suspects something is wrong. I can't even tell her to fire the maid because she likes her. And if she asks me why, what will I say? Besides, the maid is not going to leave so easily. I have started thinking of ways to make her disappear. If I don't, she will ruin me. She walks around the house smirking like she already wrote the ending of my life story. I have fantasized about planting drugs in her bag and calling the police. I have thought about stealing her phone, deleting the videos, and dumping her in another town. But to do this, I have to plan carefully, which is what I am doing now. Once, I even thought about killing her and dumping her body in the bush. That's how dark my mind has become. But then, whatever I do, I don't want to get in trouble with the police. I just want this nightmare to end. I feel trapped in my own house, in my own body, in my own shame. And the worst part, the maid doesn't even pretend to respect me anymore. She walks past me, half dressed, rolls her eyes when I talk, slams the door when she's angry. All this in my wife's absence. I don't want to lose my wife. She's the only good thing I have, but it's only a matter of time before this woman explodes everything. One message, one picture, one video. The only advice I have to all men out there is not to cheat on your wives. If you do, please use protection. Look at me today. I may lose a good woman. I pray every day that that day don't come. I've destroyed myself and now I don't know how to get back. Thanks guys for watching my channel. Certain personal details here have been altered to safeguard the privacy of the involved person. Until next time, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.